Hey guys, Josh Peterson here with Viking Van Customs. We're located in Littleton, Colorado. This here is the B-Rocket. It's a custom-built 2024 Mercedes Sprinter van, 170 extended, all-wheel drive diesel. This is the largest Sprinter van Mercedes makes, and this one was built for an awesome little girl named Juniper Jude. Juniper was injured at birth, and doctors only gave her 2 hours to live. Well, she's 4 years old now, going on 5, and still continues to be one of the strongest people we've ever met. Juniper's medical issues due to her injury at birth makes it nearly impossible for her to fly anywhere. This van is going to open up a world of opportunities for her and her family to travel to some of the best doctors and medical treatment centers in the country, and maybe more importantly, see and experience some of the world. All right guys, we're gonna dive in on the roof first. We've got the Backwood Adventure Mods roof rack up here. It's their drifter model. We've got two 12-volt max air vent fans. We've got 600 watts of solar up here on the roof, 3 200-watt panels wired in series from Rich Solar. We've got two 3-inch last fit pod lights on the side over here and 2 on the back. Let's check out the inside. All right guys, getting started with the inside here. Both the driver and the passenger seats are on swivel seats so they can turn and make a nice little chill area here. The S-bar heater is underneath the passenger seat. That pulls very minimal power from your 12-volt system and pulls diesel fuel from your tank. So it's a good way to heat the system without draining your batteries too much. We've got some upper cabinets right here. All of these are made out of Baltic birch with gas struts and soft close hinges with a nice little latch to keep it from opening when you're driving. All right, we got the headliner shelf here. This is from RB Components. We have got the nice little projector screen that pulls down. This is a 35-inch screen with the Nebula laser projector. That's their Nebula 3 model. It's the newest one they have. It's got Android TV. You can plug in an Xbox or a PlayStation. You can use it as a Bluetooth speaker. So it's pretty versatile. It's a pretty cool little device for a van life. Moving on to these seats right here, we've got 2 captain's chairs. They're from shopforseats.com. That is their Gavitas IS model. These 2 chairs can slide forward or go backwards, swivel. Moving on to one of the main features of this van build. So this is Juniper's medical shelf, as we call it. It's gonna hold all of the equipment that she needs by her side at all times. So what we did here is we took measurements of each piece of equipment and built this custom cubby sort of thing. It's got a few features. It's got 2 outlets down there on its own breaker. So you're gonna have 15 amps solely for just this box right here. And then it's got a little power strip up top here. It's got some bungee cords that you can strap down, keep the equipment from falling out when you're driving. It does have this little lagoon table on the side over here and pops in just like this. So she'll be able to have some sort of movable with eating or whatever she may need. It's nice and get out of the way. And then a little USB outlet plug right here if she ever needs to charge anything. All right guys, let's go check out the back. So here's some custom cabinetry. We design and assemble all of this in-house. We've got a microwave right here. It's about an 800-watt Black & Decker microwave, nothing special. Moving on down here, we've got the 3-section Galley. It's got an oak butcher block finished with Odie's oil, penetrating oil, and finish wax. We've got the front interior lights, we've got the back interior lights, and then we've got the side exterior lights right here. Another USB plug, and then a regular 120-volt outlet. Nice little 13 by 13-inch Crea sink right here with a Crea faucet. Sink pump is on the side right here. So you turn that on and you run your sink, and that way your pump is not always on. So it's a way to conserve energy and conserve the life of your pump. Beneath, we've got the Isotherm Clean Touch 85. It's a pretty nice model. Under here, we've got the plumbing. We've got 6 gallons fresh water, 6 gallons gray water, and a small 3-gallon per minute pump from SafeFlow. And then next to that one, we just have a simple storage. And then moving on to this side, we've got a little 12-volt reading light. It's pretty nice, adjustable. We've got the S-bar heater controls, diesel heater, 12 volt USB and USB-C plug, and then a 120 volt outlet underneath it. This is a pretty cool feature of this van as well. So this is a fold down flip up seat from Friedman Seats. They call it the hide and go seat. So you push this lever, folds down right there, clicks into place, and then you pull this lever up and you flip this seat up, and you basically have a two-seater seat right here. DOT approved seat belts, all in all that. Pretty nice little feature. And then to put it up, pull this lever again, fold this seat down, and then the lever right next to it, you lift up. Easier said than done. All right, there you go. And then that's that. So here we have the Serbo GX. This is basically the heart of your electrical system. It's a touchscreen pad, and kind of shows you the flow of power through the system. So if you're charging through shore power, you can see how many watts are coming in, going into your battery system. You can see how much solar we're generating right now. So we're only generating 104 watts of solar, and we're using 95 watts of DC power. So that's kind of you can kind of see the flow of the system right here. A lot of cool features on this thing. It's got VRM remote monitoring, which is basically if there's a problem in the system, they can be anywhere in the country or the world and turn on their hotspot and connect the system to their hotspot, and I can kind of get online and diagnose if there's any problem or any way to fix it. So this is the Moab bed from Adventure Wagon. The nice thing about this bed is that it can be raised up and down. You only need a 14mm socket to do that. And this bed is only made for the 170 Sprinter vans. This is a 170 extended, so we had to work with Adventure Wagon and a local welder to have the rails extended. So that was an interesting process. Here we have this adjustable fan. It's a Socorro 2. It's pretty neat. It is 12 volt, so that's always nice. And a 12 volt, another 12 volt USB, USB-C outlet, and then a 120 volt regular outlet. We have a Max-Air fan up top here, and these string of lights, these back 6, are on a different switch than the front 6, so in theory you can have a little bit of separation while sleeping. Let's move to the back. All right guys, moving on to the garage area. On this passenger side, we've got storage on each side, and then in the middle here, we've got a little kitty litter box for Juniper's little cat. On the back side right here, this is where they're gonna store all of the oxygen tanks. So this was a pretty serious thing. We needed to make sure that the oxygen tanks, there was no chance of them rattling around, no chance of the regulator being hit. It's extremely flammable and can be extremely dangerous if that happens. So I think that did a pretty good job securing these things down. This one's not moving anywhere. And on the sides of running the length of the garage, we've got L-track. So they're gonna be able to strap down. Juniper has an activity chair, they call it. So they're gonna be able to strap that down along with luggage and different things like that. This is the electrical box right here. This houses everything. This powers all of Juniper's medical equipment. On the back right here, we've got a 120 volt outlet, 2 vent fans with 2 AC Infinity fans on the back side of that. 3 switches right here. We've got the electrical box light switch, we've got the garage light switch, and then we've got the exterior light switch on the back up here. So moving on to the electrical system. It is 1,000 amp hours of smart lithium battery from Victron. We've got the Lynx Smart BMS connected to the Lynx distributor. The Lynx distributor acts as a bus bar and a fuse panel in one. So you bring in your positive and negative from your inverter, your MPPT solar charger, your DC to DCs, and you fused and is a bus bar. We've got a 3,000 watt multi-plus inverter charger from Victron. We've got 2 DC to DC chargers pulling 60 amps from your alternator. And we've got a 100-50 MPPT solar charger that's connected to the 600 watts of solar on the roof. We've got a 12 volt Victron battery protect, 100 amp battery protect. We have got 2 Blue Sea 12 volt fuse panels, a Paneltronics 120 volt fuse panel. The nice thing about that is it's 30 amps in, And then there's 3 sections for 3 different strings of 15 amp outlets. So that's where Juniper's medical shelf up front, it's got its own, it's on its own 15 amp breaker. The 2 outlets in the middle of the van are on its own breaker, and then the 2 outlets in the back of the van are on their own breaker. So it's a good way to distribute power and maximize each outlet for the power draw. We also have a heating pad up there. I showed you guys the controls earlier. So basically it's lined on the whole entire bottom side of the roof. And it's infrared heat. It's very thin. And so you just put it up there with double back sticky tape, some good vinyl flooring, double back sticky tape. And lithium batteries hate the cold. So in theory, that heating pad will keep the space of the electrical system warm enough above 32 degrees, which is where lithium batteries absolutely do not want to be. We were excited to take this project on, and even more excited to see where it takes Juniper and her family. If you'd like to learn more about Juniper Jude's story, there's a write-up from Juniper's mom, Danielle, in the description below, along with a link to Juniper Jude's blog. If you feel inclined to donate, St. Jude's Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee would be a great place for that. If you guys would like some more information on pricing or timeline on this van, or maybe one of your own, don't hesitate to reach out. Our email is info@vikingvancustoms.com, and you can find us on the web at vikingvancustoms.com. Follow us for more on social media, and we'll see you on the next one.